Hi, it's Cindy LS06 here. I hope I'm not covering up the microphone. I just wanted to make a really quick video because I haven't made any updates, and I guess today's my 4-week post-op. Yeah. Anyway, well, first I mentioned something about giving you guys a little bit of background on my hospital experience. So I'll finish that right now. I don't know what I was saying that first video. I'm not going to delete it or anything, but I left out so many things, and I don't know what I was saying. Oh, wait, maybe first you want my numbers? We'll get to that. It's like 25 or 26 pounds since I had my surgery, and right now, the last couple of days, I haven't lost any pounds, and frankly, I don't care. I'm happy with what it is right now. Let's see. Okay, so one of the big things that happened when I was in the hospital, and this may have even been day 2 or 3, it's all blurry or whatever, but we'll just call it later on in the week or whatever, is that I was completely dehydrated. So what that meant was, well, they didn't know that at first. So I guess, they come in and they do your vitals and stuff, and somebody came around. It was really late at night to take my vitals, and I was like really out of it. And I don't remember most of this, but the lady came to take my vitals, and she could not find my blood pressure. And so then she kept trying different machines and all this other stuff, and I was like passed out or something. I don't know. Anyway, so my mom was in the room at the time, and she tells me that they made some kind of, I'm not saying I died or anything like that, it's probably a little extreme, but they were just having trouble getting my vitals. So they called in everybody and their mother. There was I don't know, so it was 10 people in the room doing all sorts of things. They hooked me up to a second IV once they figured out part of my problem was dehydration, and pumped me full of all these liquids, and I don't really remember. And to be honest, I remember very little about my hospital experience because I was on so much medication and I was so whatever, that I don't really remember too much. I do remember at a certain point when I wasn't keeping anything down, my doctor came in and said that for half a day or something like that, for the rest of that day, he didn't want me to eat, or, well, really, I was just drink anything. And then the next day, he wanted me to drink 1 teaspoon of water or ice chips every 20 minutes, and just keep doing that and see if I could keep that down. So that worked, and then little by little we increased. I still vomited a little bit here and there, but it wasn't as bad, and that was what kind of led to me being able to be discharged, because little by little, whatever, I was able to get more and more liquids in, but not a lot. So I was a little nervous. I think from the moment I left the hospital, I was dying to get out of there, by the way, after 6 days, but my biggest thing was dehydration. I didn't care about anything else. I just wanted to make sure that I did not show back up in there because I was dehydrated. And so what I wound up doing when I got home is I have a little blood pressure cuff, and they told me to do this anyway. Take my blood pressure and my temperature twice a day. And so I was doing it 2 or 3 times a day, some little anal. And then I would just, I could hardly still get anything down. It was really ridiculous. And it seemed like things were getting better as the days were passing. But, I don't know, it was just everything was trial and error. I would try some of the medications that I was on before I started. They would make me nauseous. So I stopped doing those. Then I wasn't nauseous anymore. But all in all, I realized that my goal was to get 64 ounces of water in, and I still have not been able to do that. And I'm a month. I'd have to really concentrate and sit in a room all day long to get that much water in. with everything. I've been able to get like 6 glasses of water in, but not 8. But I'm working on it. I'm gonna make this short because this will just be about my experiences up until like last week. So I was only getting like down 2 ounces of water every hour, and so I was supposed to be able to drink a cup, and I was just really frustrated. I was really, really miserable. This has been like a really rough month for me. I don't regret having the surgery. Do I regret it? No, I know let's put it this way. I know ultimately I won't regret having the surgery, but every time I see Jennifer Hudson on a Weight Watchers commercial, I think maybe the 8th time would have been the charm, you know? I don't know. Anyway, I feel a lot better now. I just wanted to let you know, to give you this first video, just to finish out my hospital. Oh, but most importantly, hold on. Oh, excuse me. Most importantly, one of the main things that happened while I was in there is that my mom got sick too. And so she has high blood pressure and diabetes, which is one of the reasons why I had the surgery in the first place, because I didn't want to put myself in that position. She's not even like as overweight as I have ever been. But I guess it was really, first of all, her doctor put her on some new medication, and it wasn't blood pressure medication. It wasn't regulating very well, and it was really, really stressful, especially the night where she pretty much felt like those people were bringing me back to life. It was a really stressful experience. She stayed with me the whole entire time. I think she would go home and then come back, but she was there the majority of the time. And so she wound up in the emergency room, which is like really devastating for me. She went down there because she wasn't feeling very well, and then hours later, it turns out she was dehydrated. And so then a couple of days later, she said she just wasn't feeling all that great. So she went back down to the emergency room of the hospital I was staying at, and she was down there for a long time. And again, they rehydrated her, but they told her that they put her back on her old blood pressure medicine, or something like that, the one she was taking before, and it seemed to regulate her blood pressure a lot better. And she says to me that she thinks my surgery saved her life, because she probably would have never gotten that checked out or whatever. So I mean, there's the good side, I guess. Sometimes I feel like she's just saying that to make me feel better. But what else? And because my mom got all sick like that, my sister flew down from New York, and she stayed with me for the rest of the time I was in there. And then my mom went home, and my mom would just come visit me like for a couple of hours, maybe like an hour a day, because it just seemed like her watching me like deteriorate, looking so awful and feeling so awful and vomiting all the time. And it was just a mess when I was in the hospital. It was just too much for her health, so better for her to be home. So anyway, so that's kind of the saga of my hospital stay. And I will end this here because it's 9 minutes, and then I'll do another update on week 4 and 3. Me being home. Okay, bye-bye.